Wacky Wednesday.
From scary ghosts lurking in the dark to unidentified flying objects, we count the 20 most mysterious photographs ever taken. Number 20. The mysterious Hinterkaifeck murders. In Germany, 1922, the murders of 6 people at the Hinterkaifeck farmstead shocked the nation. This wasn't because of the gruesome nature of the case, but also the case was so incredibly weird, it still remains unsolved to this day. Over 100 people were interviewed in the murder, but no one was ever arrested. No motive was ever established as to explain the murders. Number 19. The skunk ape. In the year 2000, 2 photographs said to be the skunk ape were taken by an anonymous woman and mailed to the Sarasota County, Florida Sheriff's Department. The photographs were accompanied by a letter from the woman in which she claims to have photographed an ape in her backyard. She was convinced that the ape was an escaped orangutan. The pictures have become known to Bigfoot enthusiasts as the skunk ape photos. Number 18. 9/11 attack, South Tower woman. In these photographs of the gaping hole the plane crashed into on the South Tower of the WTC on 9/11, you can see a woman standing on the edge of the hole, waving. Her name was Edna Clinton, and the mystery many people say of these photos is that she was actually a survivor. People inquire how she was able to survive everything that happened at that location, then go on to make it out of the building. Who was this superwoman, and how did she make it out? Number 17. The Phoenix Lights. The Phoenix Lights were a series of widely sighted unidentified flying objects seen by thousands of people, observed in the skies of Arizona, Nevada in the US, and Sonora, Mexico on Thursday, March 13th, 1997. There were allegedly 2 distinct events which involved the incident. A triangular formation light seen passing over the state and a series of stationary lights seen in the Phoenix area. The United States Air Force was identified in the second group of lights as flares dropped by A-10 Warthog aircraft that were on the training exercises at the Barry Goldwater Ranch in southwest Arizona. But what just were the first set of lights? Till this day, nobody knows. Number 16. The Madonna with Saint Giovannino and UFO. This painting, called the Madonna with Saint Giovannino, it was painted in the 15th century and hangs as part of the Loeser collection. Above Mary's right shoulder is a disc-shaped object. Below is a blow-up of the section, and a man and his dog can clearly be seen looking up at that object. Did these people back then see something we can't see now? It still remains unexplained. Number 15. Battle of LA. A photo published by the Los Angeles Times on 26 Feb 1942 has been cited by modern-day conspiracy theorists as evidence of an extraterrestrial visitation. They assert that the photo clearly shows searchlights focused on an alien spaceship. However, the photo was heavily modified by a photo retouching prior to publication. Was this in fact the real thing, or just another fakery? It still goes unexplained. Number 14. Extra thumb. A group of 4 kids posing for a picture. However, there appears to be a mysterious thumb next to the kid in black on the right, and does not seem to align with anyone else's body. The person that took this photo says that no one else was there on that day, and that this thumb could have belonged to a kid that died months earlier that was friends with the boys in the photo. Or was it just a hitchhiker looking for a ride? Number 13. The falling body. As the Coopers move into their new home in Texas, they take a photograph of the family sitting together. But as the photo is taken, a body falls from the ceiling. The person that took the photo said no one else was there at the time. But when they eventually got the photo developed, they thought it was creepy. As I suppose it would be kind of creepy to have a dead guy hanging from your roof. Would you move out of this house if it happened to you? Number 12. A modern-day time traveler. A photo was taken in 1941 of a crowd watching a reopening of the South Forks Bridge in Canada. When a portion of the photo is enlarged, one man sticks out in the crowd. He appears to be wearing modern clothes that critics claim were definitely not in style in the 1940s. The man is wearing sunglasses and what looks to be a cardigan and t-shirt. There is a widely spread claim that the person was a time-traveling hipster, and some say that this is John Titor, the one and only time traveler. Number 11. The Spectre of Newby Church. This photograph was taken in 1963 by Reverend K.F. Lord at Newby Church in North Yorkshire, England. It's been a controversial photo because it's just too good. The shrouded face and the way it looks directly into the camera makes it look like it was posed. Yet, supposedly, the photo has been scrutinized by photo experts who say the image is not the result of double exposure. What the fuck? Number 10. The Martian spherules. In 2004, the Mars Exploration Rover Opportunity had already detected curious blueberry-shaped microscopic formations in the Martian soil, but a much stranger picture had been taken by Opportunity at the end of 2012, depicting bigger spherules in large numbers. A possible sign that past presence of water, scientists are still uncertain of what these things might be. Number 9. The Babushka Lady. The Babushka Lady is a nickname for an unknown woman present during the 1963 assassination of President John F. Kennedy, who might have photographed the events. She was seen to be holding a camera and was also seen in film accounts of the assassination. Even though the shooting had already taken place and most of her surrounding witnesses took cover, she can be seen still standing with the camera. She never came forward, and the police and the FBI did not find her, and the film shot from her position never turned up. Number 8. The Hook Island Sea Monster. On December 12, 1964, Lee Serik's wife spotted a strange object on the lagoon floor. It proved to be a gigantic tadpole-like creature, estimated at about 30 feet long. They took several photos, gradually moving closer. Eventually, Lee Serik's Anne De Jong plucked up the courage to approach it underwater in order to film it. It proved larger than first thought, with its estimated length increasing to about 75 feet. Since that day, it has never been seen again. Number 7. The Black Knight Satellite. This photo is one of several observations made by the first man-made satellites in 1960, reporting unidentified objects in polar orbit, something that neither the US nor Russia were capable at the time. Since then, the Black Knight was said to disappear and reappear at regular intervals. Several pictures have been taken of this strange object, but it has yet to be identified as a known piece of man-made debris. And since the 1930s, astronomers worldwide have been reporting strange radio signals that allegedly come from the Black Knight. Number 6. Time Traveler with a Cell Phone. In the DVD extras of Chaplin's The Circus, people were given access to short films and photos in the movie's premiere in 1928. In which appears a person seemingly talking on a cell phone. Filmmaker George Clark recently claimed that this was proof of time travelers, and the story captivated the internet. Some raised the prospect that this person was actually using an air trumpet, but this doesn't explain why the woman appears to be laughing and talking into the device. Real time traveler caught on film? Who knows? Number 5. The Baltic Sea Anomaly. In 2012, a mysterious UFO-shaped 60-foot disc was discovered in the bottom of the Baltic Sea by a Swedish ocean exploring team using sonar. The apparently man-made object sits at the bottom of the ocean, looking for all intents and purposes like a drowned Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Theories have ranged over its origin, from a UFO, Nazi anti-submarine, or a plug to the underworld. No one knows what the heck it is. Number 4. The Hessdalen Lights. The Hessdalen Lights is an unexplained light usually seen in the Hessdalen Valley in Norway. In 2007, a group of teachers, students and scientists established a science camp in Norway to study the phenomenon. On a clear night, one of the students managed to take a picture using an exposure of 30 seconds. The analysis of the spectrum reveals that objects to be made of titanium, iron, and scandium, whatever that is. There's no denying these lights are pretty weird. Number 3. Pyramid on the Moon. This photo was taken by Apollo 17 near the Geophone Rock during the last flight to the Moon, and it was listed as blank in the Apollo 17 photographic index. The photo certainly suffers from extreme light exposure and noise issues, but in fact it's not completely blank, as adjusting the contrast levels, pyramid-like structures appear in the photo. Number 2. The Solway Firth Spaceman. On 23rd May 1964, Jim Templeton, a firefighter from Cumberland, took 3 photographs of his 5-year-old daughter while on a day trip to Berg Marsh. Templeton said the only other people at the marshes that day were a couple of old ladies sitting at the car at the far end of the marsh. In a letter to the Daily Mail in 2002, Templeton stated, "I took 3 pictures of my daughter Elizabeth in a similar pose, and was shocked when the middle picture came out from Kodak displaying what looks to be a spaceman in the background." Templeton insists he did not see the figure until after the photographs were developed, and that analysts from Kodak confirmed that the photograph was actually genuine. Freaky. Number 1. The Ghostly Airman. This is from a group portrait of Sir Victor Goddard's squadron, which had served in World War I at a training facility. At the top of the picture, an intriguing detail. A face appearing behind one of the officers, recognised by ex-members of the squadron to be air mechanic named Freddie Jackson, who was accidentally killed 2 days earlier by an airplane propeller, and his funeral had actually taken place on the day this photograph was taken.